What the duck is up, everyone? Thank you for joining us for another episode of Duck Takes. As always, with me, my co-host Garrett.
Hi guys.
How is everyone doing today? We are exhausted. We flew in from LA last night. Got in at 2:30 a.m. Had a great time in LA. We went to Andrew Waffello's Stranger Things event.
It was a very good time.
It was a very good time. He is one of the most hardworking people I've ever met and one of the most creative people I've ever met. He put together a great event and a lot of great trivia for Stranger Things.
Not just trivia, it was other challenges as well, but it
wasn't just like trivia, it was a lot of other challenges. It
was fun stuff though.
Team bonding stuff, team challenges, and just really awesome to see, his excitement for the new season coming out. And then another big reason why we were out there, we the next day went to the Rams versus Bucks game with Alex, you know him as Hat Guy, Alex, Dylan, Brandon, Rachel. That was a great game. Wasn't a great game, but it was a great experience. The game fucking sucked.
Yeah. Oh my God. Bucks blew chunks so hard.
We flew 2,300 miles to see the Bucks get blown and bent backwards. They lost 34-7.
Yep.
Baker got hurt at half. It was pitiful. Truly pitiful. We're never going to a Bucks game again.
Nope. We talked about that on a Patreon episode with Alex Hat Guy.
Yes, check out the Patreon if you do want to see 2 hours of commercial-free football talk. And also we will be posting on DuckDuckHike with him as well. We had a great 2-hour football session where we didn't talk once about movies, straight football.
That was an interesting thing because we've never done that with him before.
I know.
But I loved it.
What were you going to say, though? Something about...
Yeah. If you want to hear about how much bad luck we have at going to games in person, go ahead and watch that Patreon episode.
We truly have some bad luck.
It's pretty bad.
It's actually really bad. But nonetheless, SoFi Stadium, beautiful. One of the most gorgeous stadiums in the country, probably the world. It was pretty spectacular. It's funny because whenever you fly into LA, you usually, depending on which side of the airplane you are, you usually see SoFi out the window.
Mm-hmm.
And it just looks magnificent.
Yeah.
And I was truly not expecting to attend a game at SoFi anytime soon.
No.
It was funny because back in July when we went out there for the Fantastic Four event, he was like, Bucks versus Rams, November 20, whatever. I was like, I don't know, man. I got the wedding November 11th. We got the holidays, Thanksgiving. By the way, we go back out of town for Thanksgiving tomorrow. I was just like, so much going on. I don't know if we'll be able to make it. And then a couple months passed, and then we saw them at the wedding, and Andrew's like, I also got a Stranger Things thing going on the Saturday before.
Yep.
So we literally bought tickets like the week before.
Mm-hmm.
So great spontaneous trip there. Like I said, go check out the Patreon if you do want to hear some great football chat with Alex. What else though? We are here today for
two things. Stranger Things.
Yep.
And Wicked.
And Wicked for good. So we'll dive into both. What do you want to talk about? Wicked first since it's fresh?
Yep.
Okay. And then for Stranger Things, do you want to just stick with we'll stick with what you've seen so far.
I'm partially into season 4. I'm like 3 episodes in. I am rewatching it. I have seen everything. It's not like I'd have like major spoilers. I remember the gist. But let's talk about what I have seen just for keep things fresh on my rewatch.
But our previous episode we talked about seasons 1 and 2, so we'll talk about season 3 today and some of season 4. Okay, so Wicked for good, as you probably remember from last year, Garrett notoriously hates. So what did you give Wicked Part 1 out of 5 stars?
Dude, I don't know.
I forget. Okay, whatever.
Maybe.
Let's do out of 10 this time.
Most likely, probably a 1 star.
Probably. I don't know.
Probably.
Okay.
I think, yeah, no, it was a 1 star because I was like, I'll give it. It would have been half star.
That's
It would have been half star if not like for the, the set design and the
wild.
production
That's
quality
wild.
and everything. So,
okay. Well, let's go out of 10. What would you give Wicked for Good?
why are we going out of 10 now if we're doing stars?
I feel like people just
Whatever.
like out of 10, but
Okay.
I don't know.
I'll
I'll give an equation of my star to out of 10.
I'll give Wicked for Good. I'll give it 4 out of 10.
4 out of 10.
Yeah.
Okay. I gave it 6 out of 10. Which is a big step down from its predecessor from last year, for sure. What?
Now that it's just funny because I enjoyed it slightly more.
You enjoyed Wicked,
dude.
You enjoyed it
did
more?
you did hear what I just said, right? A 1 star out of 5 would equate to a 2 out of 10. I just said 4.
You're insane, dude.
No.
You know what's crazy too? Everyone who knew that you didn't like part 1, they're like, you know what? Garrett's gonna like For Good because it's less happy, not as much singing per se. And it's funny because I thought, I was like, oh, if Garrett hated part 1, he's definitely gonna hate Wicked for Good.
I mean, I still hate it. Like, dude, everything like story wise, I don't like. There was like honestly, those extra 2 points, I could even go 3. I could go 3 out of 10 on my enjoyability.
But in no universe is Wicked for Good better than Wicked part 1.
No, there was like literally genuinely one moment. There was like a span of 10 minutes where I was like, this is actually catching my interest. Everything else, no.
And what was that span about?
The span of 10 minutes was when she went to go approach Glenda about the slippers in Munchkin Town. And then following that, the song where she flies to the castle and she's like surrounded by the monkeys and everything like that. You remember that? It was literally that 10-minute span. I was like, that was cool. And then everything else.
I liked them slapping the shit out of each other.
Yeah, I thought that was funny. But then what the fuck was Ariana doing going all Jedi with her wand?
I don't know. Oh, maybe that was a Star Wars reference Arnaldo was talking about.
Yeah, maybe.
But
he apparently missed the Indiana Jones reference I was talking about.
Yeah. But how do you still put Wicked for Good over Wicked Part 1?
Because Wicked Part 1 was more cringe than this one. Dude,
Okay,
Wicked
so you just
Part
don't
1
like how cringe it is.
It's so fucking cringe. Like I cannot watch 2 hours of cringe.
3 hours almost.
Jesus, yeah, that. And this one, like it was shorter, right?
It was shorter, but
it was shorter
felt longer.
and it felt longer. I could not stop looking at the clock.
I'll give you that. It was shorter and it did felt longer. I didn't mind the pacing. I really enjoyed the pacing for part 1. I thought those 2 hours and 40 minutes blew by. In theaters.
Wow, you were
I thought
incredible because that did not blow by at all. I could not stop looking at my clock for that.
Part 1 I thought blew by for me. I really enjoyed it. Wicked for Good, yeah, it felt longer and everything just felt glossed over. So I'll get to what I liked. And what I liked about Wicked for Good, I liked the performances from our main leads once again. I just think Ariana and Cynthia are great together on screen. You can obviously feel their chemistry.
Yeah, we see it a lot off screen too.
Yeah, you do. And then I think Ariana outshines Cynthia in this one.
Okay.
Although they kind of make Glenda the main character in this one.
Yeah.
I feel like Glenda's more of a main character in this one as opposed to part 1. As to where,
I mean, I think it's still pretty equal.
Sure, but I just feel Glenda's presence more maybe, and maybe that's because there aren't as many songs in Wicked for Good. So because of that, I think Ariana is the better actor, so she outshines Cynthia in that aspect, as to where I think Cynthia has one of the best singing voices I've ever heard, and that's a lot of part 1. So they're a lot more on par there because they're both having great performances singing-wise and acting-wise, but there's less songs in Wicked for Good. So I feel like Ariana outshines Cynthia and just acting.
Mm-hmm.
What else? I like the production design.
Yeah.
And it's,
again, that's about like the only positive I'll give it.
It's weird because like you see behind the scene photos of the production design and it like looks even better than what it looks like in the movie, just because it feels like it has that.
Well, like it's real.
Yeah, like it feels very tangible.
Yeah.
As to where this one, when it's on screen, you sort of feel like a visual effects gloss over it.
Okay.
And also there was a little more world building. It seemed to expand on the world of Oz as to where in the first one you just had,
like where Scarecrow and Tin Man and all them came from.
That, yes, and like
the building of the Yellow Brick Road,
right?
Like literally world building.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. As to where the first one you just got like Shiz and Oz.
Yeah.
So that's about where it stops for me for what I like.
Okay.
You said you like production design earlier.
That's all you're getting.
Did you like any of the songs?
Yeah, that like I said, that 10-minute span, that song.
What song was that?
I don't know, but I can't remember, but it was like darker. It was like a darker song.
Okay. What I didn't like, as I was saying, I thought a lot of things just seemed glossed over story-wise. I'm sure we'll dive deeper into just like the story in general because you have a lot of gripes with the story.
Mm-hmm.
And I do know Act 2 of the play is famously worse than Act 1. But it's also, the play Act 2 is an hour long, and this movie is 2 hours and 17 minutes. So clearly they add things. Clearly things were stretched out, but again, it still felt too long.
Dude, it dragged so hard. It dragged so hard. I felt like there was just like, they'd have like 2 minutes of like filler in between each scene. Like it would take like they'd show like the building and what's going on around. And I'm like, can you just get to the actual plot line? Like instead of fucking showing me like everything in Oz.
Okay, let me ask you this. Were you aware of the 5-year time jump during this movie?
I mean, I pieced that together when I got there.
I mean, I didn't know if I'm just stupid or if they didn't explain this enough, but I
didn't know how soon it was after school.
No, yeah, I was seriously unaware of how long this time jump was because nothing indicated that 5 years would have passed.
Yeah.
Like all the things, theoretically, all the things that happened in this movie, like what's her name? Elsa? Nessa.
Yeah.
Nessa becoming mayor. That could have happened at any point. That could have happened 2 years after part 1, whatever. Her
now,
father
honestly,
could have
that's
died.
kind of what I figured. It was like a 2-year type of thing. Like, oh, they graduated college.
Like it doesn't, but it does. That's the thing is, it doesn't even seem like Shiz college was the important part for this story. So it seems like now that Elphaba has become this witch and they're having a witch hunt. It's like, okay, well, let's just pull them out of school because we need them for our propaganda. So theoretically, like this movie could have taken place anywhere between 1 to 5 years after the events of Wicked Part 1.
Did you really find that to be an important factor?
Well, I was just like,
I didn't. I was just like, oh, whatever. They're graduated. They got jobs.
I mean,
kind
of, because that means that Elphaba's been hiding for 5 years, and you're telling me that they can't find her within 5 years. It doesn't seem like Oz is a huge place.
No, it doesn't.
You're telling me they can't find her within 5 years? Here, what I would have.
That's
really
your problem. Is the realistic ability?
That was one of my problems.
Is how they're not able to find.
Yeah.
Elphaba, somebody who has control of a magic book, who could possibly be using that to also help her hide.
Yes. Perfect. That's what I want.
I wanted them to show that.
I want them to show that Elphaba is using a spell on her place that like camouflages her from non-magical people.
Okay. Yeah, that would have been good.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that was not a question I had the whole time. Like, I mean, again, while I was watching it, I didn't know that it had been 5 years. But then again, I'm like, people can hide. I mean, it's not impossible.
But it doesn't even seem like her hiding place is that secret.
Also, my question though is why the fuck? I thought this whole time, like, if you're going, like, okay, everybody says don't compare Wicked to Wizard of Oz.
Yeah,
but
it's its own thing.
Whatever. Okay, it's based on the world though, and in the world, of Wizard of Oz,
Mm-hmm.
the Wicked Witch of the... Wait, is she East or West? She's West. The Wicked...
Elphaba's, West.
Yeah. The Wicked Witch of the West, her residence was that giant castle that we see later in the movie.
Correct.
Why is that like... It seemed like she was there for like 2 days before... before Dorothy got to her. And like... And, you know, this army of, you know, flying monkeys
Mm-hmm.
that, you know, she uses, it seems like they had been around under Elphaba's control for like decades, is like what the Wizard of Oz implies. She had control of the monkeys for like maybe a week, if that.
That's why I'm saying I think the time here, like the
timeline is sloppy.
The timeline is sloppy.
And they even fuck up when Dorothy comes in. The Wicked Witch is there for that. She meets Dorothy. I'll get you, my pretty. That whole thing. She comes after she already sends Dorothy on her way.
Yeah, but again, it's not. I get you're, comparing it to the Wizard of Oz. I get it.
But why? No, like, why the fuck are you making it so? You're making it like too similar, but then when the important things come along, you're switching it up how you want. That's convenient for you.
So you're saying like the storyline is adding up to be too similar to the Wizard of Oz to not compare it to the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, it's like fucking yes. I understand that it's a totally different story within the Oz universe, whatever. But if you're gonna include Dorothy and all the plot lines of Dorothy's story remain the same, where she tosses the water, like from, because we were seeing that story from Dorothy's perspective.
Mm-hmm.
And so all that shit should still be the same, where it should still line up with what does happen in Wicked.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
I do.
So that was frustrating. And also, fucking, I'm just gonna go on a rant with like everything that bothered me logistically. And then
okay. You give me shit about them not finding Elphaba for 5 years logistically.
No, this is what I'm talking about. I didn't understand why Glinda was so upset towards the end when she was seeing the fight go down between Dorothy and Elphaba. I don't know why she was so upset watching that through the door crack, like she was actually gonna get fucking killed with a bucket of water, when she knew that the bucket of water thing was propaganda and she wasn't actually gonna die by getting water poured on her. She's sitting there worried like Elphaba's about to die.
Sure. It's funny. I saw
but clearly
I saw Goodwill podcasting talking about this as well.
And I thought for a second.
Oh wait, I don't have my ring on. I should go put it on.
Let me finish my point.
Okay.
But yeah, shit. Okay, but yeah, so she was clearly worried like Elphaba was gonna die, whatever. And for a second, she had me believing that she actually did think that she was dead.
Mm-hmm.
But she clearly knew that she was still alive when she started doing the whole singing at the end of the movie. That was like her way of saying goodbye as Elphaba and Fiyero, walk off into the sunset. Mm-hmm. So she clearly knew that she had survived the whole ordeal and that it was a plan. So like when she was in the closet, I'm like, why are you freaking out?
Whoa, she was in the closet.
She still is, bro.
Okay, let me go put on my ring so I don't get chewed out by my wife.
Yep. Glinda was like a snake the whole time. I didn't like it.
So you're never convinced that Glinda is not...
I mean, I think she genuinely cares about her.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you took that job. You're, the face of, Emerald City.
Mm-hmm.
And now you have guilt. Now you're feeling guilty about it. I'm like, you're so fucking two-faced.
I mean, yeah, I think that's kind of the point for her character.
Is it?
I think so, because
I feel like it was trying to make you feel like bad for her, like she bit off more than she could chew,
right?
Which was the situation,
right?
But I'm like, you fucking did this to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I feel no sympathy for you for being in this situation that you put yourself in,
right? And I think that's a conversation that people have about the story, and maybe more so the movies, is like, should you feel sympathy for Glinda? Should you or should you feel that, she brought this upon herself? She is a snake, like you're saying. And she is the villain, because it's like now we're telling the story, the reimagination of this world of Wizard of Oz and how the Wicked Witch of the West is just like misunderstood.
Which I hate that. I hate that. I think that's what it boils down to with my hatred for these movies in general. I hate that story. I hate that switch up so much.
Well, it's been a common trend in Hollywood too.
Yeah, I know. And it's like, here's another one. I'm like, I don't care. Can we just have a villain?
Right. I saw our Raiders talking about that, how, there's been a lot of misunderstood villains as to where a lot of the villains you saw back in days, like they're just straight up evil.
Yeah, bro.
They're straight up evil. It was just evil versus bad. But yeah, that is a conversation that people have when talking about Glinda. Nessa and Bach.
Yeah, what about it?
So, I mean, did you know that Bach was going to be Tin Man? And
I had seen something about that, yeah.
And then Fierro was
that I didn't know he was going to be Straw. I didn't know he was going to be the Scarecrow, yeah.
Straw.
He's made of straw.
Yeah. So, okay, and here's another thing that pissed me off during the scene where Bach turns into the Tin Man.
Yeah.
Nessa is like casting this spell. The book is right there. Elphaba is right behind her, watching her cast this spell. I'm like, grab the book and close it if you don't want her casting this spell.
Yeah.
Like, she's right there. So that was annoying. Like, just the how he became the Tin Man was stupid. Yeah, I didn't get that. And then
I mean, she turned him into a machine because a machine doesn't need a heart.
Right.
That's essentially what it was.
Yeah. Yeah, just like the whole way, like, I don't know, the reasonings for them becoming what they were, I guess it works.
Also, I'm like, with Scarecrow, I was like, how bad do you think they're going to beat him up in this PG world? I'm like, what do you think they're going to do to him? That he's going to die instantly? Like, she flew home as fast as she could and immediately started casting this. It wasn't like he was being tortured for weeks or months on end or anything like that where like, oh yeah, I might be worried that his life is in danger. It was like 2 seconds later, let me cast this spell, turn him into a scarecrow so he can't, feel pain or whatever. Also, what happened to the brain thing?
If only I had a brain. Yeah, he had a brain.
Yeah. He didn't like act,
right,
ditzy or nothing.
Right.
Again, you're making it too similar to the Wizard of Oz that I can't separate it.
Right.
You're not. You want to be different, right? But you don't at the same time.
You give the Tin Man no heart. You have you give
us the Cowardly Lion.
Right.
You give us the Tin Man with no heart, but the Scarecrow still has his brain. Make up your fucking mind. You can't pick and choose what you want to do.
Interesting. Yeah, that's true. That is true. And you never really get like I mean, again, the story is about Glinda and Elphaba, but that's the only kind of closure you get. I feel like there's no closure anywhere else.
No, and sorry, I don't know where you're going, but no, just the fucking stupid ass twist at the end.
Oh, yeah.
So dumb, bro. They just tried so hard to be like, gotcha.
But it's crazy how good part 1 is to me. And
no, it's not though. This was right on par.
So, and I feel like
right on par.
This is where I feel like, because these were filmed back to back. Like, it's not like they took their time off to see the success of part 1 and then decide, hey, maybe we should make part 2 actually.
Yeah. What's your problem?
So I'm just shocked like how much of a step down it was.
Well, like you said, apparently in Act 2 of the play is actually much worse than Act 1. So I mean, this is kind of following that according to your standards, even though I think both parts are shit.
Right. But even the story of like silencing the animals and
yeah, there was no real
resolution. It kind of just,
it's like, the wicked witch is dead, so now we don't have to blame you guys anymore.
Right.
Which also,
like, immediately, because here's all this propaganda that for years people are believing that the animals are bad.
Yeah.
And then the Wicked Witch of the West is dead, and then immediately like, okay, animals, y'all cool, come back.
Well, I mean, I think the reason that was even okay was just because, of Glinda's status. And she was the one who was saying it's like, everybody, like including the animals and the munchkins. And like, so.
That's not how it works.
Well, I mean, if you're somebody who's that influential, I guess it can be. Because, there was no more wizard.
No, there was no more story about that. What?
Again, is Dorothy trapped now?
In Oz?
Yeah. She's trapped.
Because she...
Or wait, she does the... Well, she doesn't fly away.
No. She clicks her heels.
She does that.
Yeah. But again, we don't know what the fuck happens to her.
Yeah, and also, if there's no real magic...
Right. Because Glinda's not magical. She has to learn.
Now she has the ability to be.
Yeah, but she's got to learn. She can't just send Dorothy home.
And who? Yeah, because she's the one who sends them back in The Wizard of Oz. Because she's like, click your heels 3 times. Yeah. I don't fucking know, bro. Like I said, it's too similar to be different.
Right.
Dorothy's story should not have changed at all. It should have been shot for shot. It should have been the same. Like, I'm not saying they should have shown that. I'm not saying show us everything Dorothy's doing. I'm just saying the moments that you do show of Dorothy should be what we see in The Wizard of Oz.
Because here's what also happens in Wicked is Dorothy is trapped underneath the floorboards while Glinda and Elphaba are singing together. And clearly, like,
what, she wouldn't know, did she hear any of that?
Yeah, I was like, does she not hear them?
She wasn't under the floorboards she was not in the floorboards where Elphaba was hiding. She was in a cellar in like a different room.
Okay.
So she may not have heard that.
Okay.
But again, this is like where some of my problems come with musicals, because when you add musicals to movies, it can like takes away from the realisticness.
Sure, which is fine. Like, I'm fine with that, but it also has to match what happens in the story.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What I'm saying is, like, the musical part of musicals, they're done like very publicly in front of people.
Yeah. And
then sometimes the people who could clearly hear her singing act like nothing just happened sometimes.
Okay.
So I feel like you can't really get mad if Dorothy was able to hear it,
but still, pours the water
but still
on her.
goes about her
also
normal behavior.
In The Wizard of Oz, Dorothy doesn't know water melts her. She just throws it on her, and accidentally, like not accidentally, like because she's on fire. Her broomstick is on fire, and Dorothy throws the water to put the fire out, and accidentally melts the Wicked Witch of the West.
And this time it was intentional.
Because
it was propaganda in the world that pure water could melt her.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
And then you have Bach, who's just hungry for blood.
Yeah. Dude, he was ready to chop her ass up.
Yeah.
Also, where does axe come from?
I don't know. I think they gave it to him, right? Or he just pulled it from something?
No, like he came out of that room and he busted his way out with the axe as soon as he turned into the Tin Man. Was there an axe in that room that I missed that he like grabbed after he turned into the Tin Man?
Maybe.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
I was like, all I know is he was normal, and then he turned into the Tin Man, and then he had a fucking axe in his hand.
You know what it is? It wasn't good visual storytelling. We have a lot of questions that just kind of go unexplained because they don't tell us verbally with dialogue, but they also don't tell us visually, with foreshadowing here, foreshadowing there, that sort of thing. Or like, a little focus on this item in the background, like that sort of thing.
Yeah. If they had shown an axe somewhere in that office, I wouldn't have a question about that.
Like there's not good visual storytelling in this movie.
So what was your opinions on the sex scene?
I'm in there.
Okay, that's not my question at all.
What's the question?
Their fucking relationship, Blake.
Okay,
Did it feel out of nowhere or not?
It doesn't feel out of nowhere, but I don't feel the chemistry.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that has to do like I don't know. Again, they're actors, but you do have a gay white guy.
They're both gay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. So like, how does that? So I didn't feel any chemistry there.
Nope.
You know. I will tell you what felt random and out of place was that little like sexy robe that she had.
Yeah, where did that come from?
I don't
she
know.
She was like undressing. I'm like, okay, if you had like some kind of like sportier black clothing underneath that, I wouldn't have questioned that.
Sportier
but
black clothing.
Well, no, that's what she had on.
Yeah.
And then the next thing I know, she had like something over that. I was like,
Yeah.
where did this come from?
Yeah.
Dude, it's
She's
just
been in
bad
the-
visual storytelling. I don't
Yeah.
remember her grabbing that from anywhere. She didn't have it, and then the next thing I know, it's over her. She's like walking up those stairs.
No, yeah, there isn't great visual storytelling in this movie. And also, like, they fuck one night and then...
And she's ready to die for him, that kind of shit.
Not even that. It's
Or
just
he's ready
like...
to die for her.
Like, shit hits the roof the night after they fuck, or like that night.
Yeah.
I don't know. Everything just happens like so quick, but
You mean
not...
the house?
Yeah.
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 Like, we talking about the roof. The house killing his...
No, but I'm saying shit hits the ceiling, like that saying.
Shit hits the fan, bud.
Shit hits the fan.
Yeah.
Shit hits the fan. Shit hits the roof. Yeah, shit hits the fan super quick. And you only get you only get one romantic scene with them.
Mhm.
I feel like that should have been
Longer developed.
if you want us to feel that relationship and like her
Yeah.
turning him into Scarecrow.
Yeah. Or like if there was like an Elphaba attack and, you know, you see like this look of concern on his face every
Mhm.
time he sees her and
Mhm.
shit like that. And I know he would defend Elphaba to Glinda,
Mm-hmm.
and, you know, we could clearly tell he was on Elphaba's side,
Mm-hmm.
but that didn't translate to super romantic love interest like it did eventually.
Yeah. Here's another thing that I don't like. Michelle Yeoh's character.
Yeah.
What's her name?
I don't know.
Monagle, or that's Harry Potter.
I don't know.
Anyways, I never know like what's her motive.
For being like evil.
Yeah, for being on the same side as the wizard.
Power, I don't know.
But no, there's got to be more motive there, because like we get
I mean, it
the
seems
wizard's motives.
Seems like control. I mean, what's the wizard's motive at the end of the day then?
Yeah, control.
Okay.
But
she's like the right hand man to him.
But what does she get? What is she gaining out of this? I feel like there needs to be a gain here for her. What is she gaining out of this? She can control the fucking weather. Why is that important? Tell me why that's important for this story. Is the only fucking reason is so you could throw a house on Nessa? Is that the only reason?
Essentially.
And we
also, did they ever clearly label Nessa as the Wicked Witch of the East?
They
publicly
no.
Nessa said it. But again, I keep confusing the two worlds of Wicked and Wizard of Oz, because they're like, the witch is dead, the Wicked Witch of the East. When she died, they were all cheering, the Wicked Witch of the East is dead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Did Bach go around telling people how evil she was before she died? I don't know, because he didn't fucking show us.
Because Nessa told him that it was Elphaba that did it.
Yeah.
So he wouldn't have gone around and said that it was Nessa that did it. Yeah.
And also, it was such a dumb change that those slippers lit up red for 2 seconds and never again.
Well, I mean, they were originally supposed to be silver.
What?
The slippers.
Aren't they red the whole time in Wizard of Oz?
In Wizard of Oz, but in the book, they are silver. They're red in the Wizard of Oz because of Technicolor back then. It popped more.
Whatever.
So they changed them to red.
Should have just made them red.
It looks better red.
I know.
It does.
Yeah, and they lit them up red for like 2 seconds because of the magic, and then they took it away. I'm like, just keep them red. you just did it.
And that could have been how she walked.
Yeah. And yeah, that would have. Whatever. I was like, she was like, oh, I did something good. And I thought she was going to like be able to walk after that.
Because when Nessa...
And that would have made the slippers special. Not that they were just a possession of her sister's, but they were magical slippers that made her sister walk. Hence more value. Why she wanted them so bad.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, like, yeah, they were Nessa's shoes, but that's not all she had.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. There wasn't anything in that office of value that you had to remember your sister by.
Well, they were also her mothers. No, they were Elphaba's mothers as well.
Oh.
I forgot that. Yeah, because when Nessa dies, there isn't really like an outcry about her death. She kind of just dies.
Yep.
And it's just done. Like, as the audience, we're like, all right, fine, yeah, get her out of here. But Munchkin Land and everything else, they're like,
nobody's there.
No one's there. No one cares.
Nope.
Maybe she like built up a reputation when she became mayor, but
I mean, she probably did. I mean, because I mean, well, Munchkin Town would have known her as a wicked person.
Munchkin Town or Land?
Munchkin Land? I can't remember. But Blake, I'm not even gonna.
Okay, so
whatever. But no, the Munchkins would have hated her in general because she did just pass that law about how they can't travel.
But she passed that like the day before.
Was it the day before?
It was very quick.
It was quick.
Like Bach said,
I mean, that's a very strong law to pass. It wouldn't take long for people to hate you for that.
Sure, but she literally passed it within like the hour of Bach wanting to go back to Emerald City.
That was so stupid.
There's a lot of interesting decisions in this movie.
And what was Bach thinking, telling Nessa that he wanted to go confess his love to Glinda?
Know.
Like, are you fucking stupid, bro?
Everyone's just stupid.
You can clearly tell she's unstable, and you are saying that you don't want to be kept prisoner so you can go tell Glinda how you feel?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, that would be my first thing I'd want to do. No, you fucking idiot.
Everyone's just kind of an idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and Elphaba being the wizard's daughter made no difference in the story at all. Absolutely none.
You know what's funny too? Elphaba never finds that out.
Yeah.
So.
It's a shit story, bro. It's a shit story from part 1 and part 2. I don't like it. I think this is such a pointless story to tell.
Also, okay. This is where I feel like there needed to be more of a dive into like the group dynamic between, because we see that flashback scene of Glinda, Elphaba, Nessa, Fiyero, and Bach all hanging out as a group together.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't feel like otherwise than that, you wouldn't know at all that they were even a group of friends or close.
Yeah.
Or even close with each other. So everything that happens between them, like, I don't care because you don't feel that dynamic at any point.
Nope.
So
yeah. Now that was another point, is like, I just genuinely could not care less about any of these characters.
Yeah.
Couldn't fucking care.
Yeah.
So therein lies the real problem, is I have no emotional tie to anything happening in this story.
Yeah, I had an emotional tie to part 1, but part 2, for good, I felt no emotional tie. Which is crazy because like part 1 was very emotional to me. I liked part 1 a lot, and I felt the emotions in that one. But yeah, I didn't feel the emotions in this one.
Uh-huh.
All right. Anything else about Wicked?
Nope.
Okay.
It sucks. That's it.
All right, well, there you have it. 6 out of 10 for me, 4 out of 10 for Garrett.
Yeah, let's change that to 3.
3 out of 10 for Garrett. I do think you're crazy, and people are crazy for liking this more than part 1. I do think part 1 is superior. But let us know if you went and saw Wicked and what you thought of it. Moving on to Stranger Things. So, upon your rewatch of season 3 of Stranger Things, how'd you like it?
I liked it. It's not it. Stranger Things is a good show, but is it like, top tier, like one of the best shows of all time? No. It took the world by storm when season 1 came out. Season 1 is better than anything that I've seen so far.
Season 1 is amazing.
And I think that's what holds it up so well is season 1. But
well, I think also just because of like the vibes, it being set in the 80s, the nostalgia of it all.
Yeah, and it's like a group of kids, solving this whole thing.
It feels like you feel like for a lot of people, it feels like we grew up with this show and we grew up with these characters.
Yeah.
So
even though
holds
it shouldn't have taken 10 years, but yeah.
Sure, but it holds a very special place because of that for a lot of people. Like I could see why it would be people's favorite show, but yeah, I mean, I'm not putting it like above Breaking Bad and Game of Thrones and Better Call Saul.
Not even close.
So, but season 3.
Season 3. Okay, so Alex was making I thought Alex was making good points. Alex Hat Guy, about how he kind of likes season 2 better than season 3. And I honestly was kind of like on board with him in the first half of season 3, but then I did start getting like towards the later episodes in season 3. I was like, okay, actually, this
season 3 finishes really strong.
It finishes really, really strong. It leaves a much better taste in your mouth at the end of it. So I was like, okay, this is enough for me to put season 3 over season 2, which is how I had it in my original ranking. Honestly, so far, my feelings about the show from when I first watched it have just been like confirmed.
Yeah.
From this rewatch.
Yeah.
So yeah, like, and also not to mention season 2 does have the Lost Sister, which is not helping it at all.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna stick with my original ranking, and of what I remember, it was season 1, then season 4, 3, and then 2. I have not made my way through all of season 4 yet, so I will have to get back to you on that. However, I'm 3 episodes in, and what I've seen so far, I'm like, yeah, season 4 is fucking good.
So
season 4 is great.
Originally, when season 4 first came out, I did put season 4 at the top. Again, I don't know if it was recency bias, but I do think season 1 is the best season. Like, season 1 plays out the best as a TV show, as a season of television, and it plays out the best as a mystery. As to where season 4, like, obviously you feel the much bigger budget. Season 4 has the most aura and hype moments.
Season 4 is an event.
Yeah. Like you just feel it being an event, and just like every episode being over an hour long.
Yeah. And like that first episode really gets you hooked with like what happens to Chrissy. You're like, what the fuck is going on?
Right. And not to mention season 4 really expands on the lore of the Upside Down and Vecna. So it's
and the connection with the Hawkins lab and everything. So it does tie a lot of things together, which like kind of helps you with some closure.
Yeah.
While leading you up to season 5 very well. So
yeah. I do kind of hate the way that season 4 ends. But
is it with like the tears happening all throughout Hawkins?
Yeah.
I remember the only reason I remember that is because I remember Jason getting split in half.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I remember that clearly. I was
forgot
like, God
about it.
Damn.
Yeah, I forgot about it. I was like, oh my God, he just he's dead. Bye bye.
Done.
Yeah.
And one of the antagonists all season just gone.
Yeah, just gone like that. Season 3 though. So like, what other points was Alex making about season 3 that you agreed with?
So the biggest one I think was about Billy, where he said he liked Billy as just like a regular antagonist, as he was in season 2 compared to how he was in season 3, where he became, a part of the Upside Down and, flayed by the Mind Flayer. I did like that a lot. I liked him a lot more in season 2 than I do in season 3.
Of just being an asshole.
Yeah, it's like because his character was just so like charming and threatening at the same time, and like the fact that he had like parents, like he was able to, get on the good side of parents because he was so charming and everything like that. I just thought it was a much more interesting dynamic, and his relationship with Max, like I just thought it was way more interesting in season 2 than it was in season 3, because he's just like off, being a slave for the Mind Flayer the whole time.
Yeah, like I don't disagree with you. I think Dacre Montgomery gives a great enough performance to where I don't mind that he is.
No, he does like when he plays, when he is under control of the Mind Flayer,
he still has that charming aspect to him.
I don't know about charming.
I mean, look what he was doing in
what, at the dinner?
Yeah, at the dinner.
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong, he did, but like it wasn't that like badass charming. That was like
okay, it wasn't Mrs. Wheeler.
Yeah, that was ass kissery. I'm a good student and da da da, and let me get on the good side of that. That's what that was. Which anybody can do that, but nobody can be like Mrs. Wheeler.
It's funny, I didn't know Nancy had a sister.
Yeah, so funny. I'm Nancy's mother.
Also, every season Mrs. Wheeler gets badder and badder.
She does, bro. So I will say that was one point I agreed with him. I was like, I think it did Billy's character downgrades from season 2 to 3 because of that.
Okay.
I mean, obviously it leads to the, whole sacrifice at the end. But again, I'm like, I wanted him back. I didn't want him to die. Like,
I mean, they love giving us great introductions to characters and then taking them away.
Yeah, I know. And I feel like that's essentially what they did do. Like, even though he was the antagonist all season, I felt like Billy was really gone since like episode 1.
True.
Like he wasn't Billy anymore.
True. Yeah, I feel like if we got a little more Billy, and maybe he started,
give him a couple episodes.
Yeah, give him a couple episodes first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he only had one, and then at the end of that episode he got abducted. So
what else?
What
about the Russian stuff?
I mean, I don't mind the Russian stuff. I like the Russian stuff. I think it is interesting. I think it's interesting in general, just because like the Cold War is going on at this time. So
yeah, I think it makes a lot of sense.
It does. And, we needed a way for the Mind Flayer to regain access. And what with Elle she would never do that herself.
Right.
We needed another way for that gate to be opened for this threat to be there. So I was like, this makes sense. And, if there's, people out there that are going to do dangerous experiments to try to get a leg up in military operations, it would be the Russians.
Yeah.
So,
well, technically Soviet Union.
You know what I mean? They're fucking Russian.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I actually liked it. And again, like I think they do a good job of, everybody investigating their own thing, and then eventually it like comes together at the end.
The only thing I don't like with the Russian stuff is just a straight up Terminator knockoff.
Yes. Oh, I hate the Terminator knockoff. Yeah. I'm like, dude, it could not be more obvious.
I know. Like, I get that was the point.
Yeah.
But
like he was too similar.
Like too on the nose.
It was the accent
it was like
and
shot everything.
For shot. Yeah, the accent, like it was like a somewhat Russian accent, but I was like, this is fucking Terminator.
Yeah. Yeah. What else about season 3? I love the mall stuff.
I like the mall stuff.
Mall stuff is great.
I like seeing Elle's character develop.
And
like
some more into her own person.
Yes, and like her friendship with Max developing, and like because she's only ever had like boys for friends, and so she's never had a girlfriend before. So I was happy to see her like have that new experience. I like her and Hopper's relationship, him getting to be a dad again.
So what a lot of people don't like about season 3 is Hopper's character being so goofy and throwing in jokes a lot. A lot of people don't like Hopper's character transition from like the first 2 seasons to season 3.
The only thing I didn't love is how quickly they were pushing the whole Joyce and Hopper.
Really?
I liked them as platonic friends. I like them.
You don't think they should be together?
I mean, like, it just felt unnecessary.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they shouldn't be together. I'm not gonna go that strong, but I mean, like, it just felt unnecessary.
I've kind of enjoyed them the most when
there's that sexual tension.
Yeah, there's like cat and mouse game.
Yeah, I think it's funny when they're doing it, especially like, and Murray seems to be the person to call people out on the sexual tension they have for each other.
But I think even more so in season 2 when she is dating Bob at the time, but he's still like, you know, asking about Bob, and you can see why he's wanting to ask about their relationship and still wanting to like share a cigarette with her and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I do like more of the cat and mouse game between them. Because they do finally get together in season 4.
Yeah.
And it's fine. Like, it works. It makes sense.
Yeah, I'm not saying it doesn't work, but I don't know. I mean, I think they were just like good as they were.
I like them a lot as buddy cop duo.
Yeah.
And I think they do work.
Detective buyers.
Yeah, I think they work great together.
So does Hopper.
What?
He says that in the show.
Oh, yeah.
He kept saying, like, he said, like, despite the arguing and the da-da-da, I think we make a good team.
What else? Robin. I like Robin in season 3 a lot more than I do in season 4.
I haven't seen much of her yet in season 3.
You mean 4?
Or 4, I mean, yeah.
Season 4, she's literally her character in Inside Out 2. She's anxiety.
Yeah.
She just does not stop yapping.
Yeah.
And it's just causing a lot. Like, season 3, she's a lot more in control and calm.
She's confident.
Yeah, she's confident.
Well, I mean,
not even confident, but she's just like, she's solving things. She's wanting to help out. She's I
mean, she did do that in season 4 of what I've seen so far when they're trying to find Eddie.
I know, but she's just causing a lot more stress for people around her. Like, she's literally anxiety, just like yapping away, yap.
Right. Well, again, I'm not that far into season 4 yet, but of what I've seen, the only yapping that she really does is about Vicky, the girl she has a crush on.
Oh no, she does a lot more yapping in the
like. That's the only person she doesn't know how to talk about or around.
She doesn't know how to talk to Nancy either. She just keeps.
Oh yes, I just saw that thing in the library.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm like, and then it just keeps going all season where I'm like, I like her character a lot more in season 3.
Okay.
Like, you still have the layers to peel back with her character in season 3 like you do in season 4. There's still a lot to work with, and
she was a little more normal in season
not even
3.
normal. She just like,
so she could talk. She could just
she could actually talk.
Yeah.
She wasn't socially awkward in season 3.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's going on with Jonathan in 3?
Jonathan, him and Nancy are working at the local newspaper.
Yeah.
And
honestly, Nancy was dumb as fuck for thinking that they were going to buy that story. Her optimism drove me nuts in the beginning of that season. I'm like, you think they're going to listen to you about this rat story? Shut the fuck up.
Garrett's very realistic.
Yeah. Because Jesus. Jonathan tried to talk sense into her, and she was like, or it's a great idea, and we get promoted, and da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, no. They literally laughed in your face, exactly as he expected they would. And you're a woman in this era.
Right. It's the
like,
80s,
Jesus Christ. Be realistic.
Well, Garrett, she's trying to achieve her dream. She's career-driven.
That's great. Do it in a way that is going to actually work. Because...
What, sleep with them?
No. Not at all what I was saying. Before we get hate comments on that. No, like, have an actual story. You think rats eating fertilizer is going to be your big break story? Like, you have nothing more than rats eating fertilizer. If you could connect it to something bigger, sure. But until you have that evidence, all you came at them was, I found these rats that are eating fertilizer. Cool. The fuck does that mean? That's exactly how I would have reacted.
Yeah. Do you... I like the moment that Mrs. Wheeler and Nancy have after she gets fired.
Yeah.
I like that.
I did too.
Because they really don't give the parents much at all in any of these seasons. So I enjoy moments.
Ted is like the worst dad ever, bro.
So I enjoy moments when they actually do give the parents something.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ted.
Ted is the worst parent. The actual worst parent.
Son of a bitch. No one's ever home. No one ever knows where anyone is.
Oh, yeah.
I think that was season 2.
Yeah. You've been a real fucking help. Or what'd he say?
He didn't say fuck.
No, what'd he say? But he was like...
I don't know. He's just like, Jesus Christ.
He was like, you're no help at all. I don't know. He was like very insulting to Ted right to his face.
Yeah, he was like, you're shitting me.
Dustin not caring about cussing has always been funny.
Yeah. Yeah, clearly this is when we have like Dustin and Steve at their highest with each other. Spending a lot of time with each other. It's so funny how, I mean, Dustin becomes better friends with Steve than he does with the group.
He does. He really does, bro. Like they're best friends. Like that is his best friend.
Mm-hmm. Also found it interesting. So at the end of season 3, Will moves away. And Mike says, we're probably not going to be needing this, talking about Dungeons and Dragons because Will is moving. We're not going to join another group. And then
Will says that. Will says he's not going to join another party.
Oh, Will says that.
Will says that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why he was giving away his set.
Okay.
And he was like, when I come home, I'll just play with you guys.
Okay. Because right away, Mike, Dustin, and them, they joined another group.
Yeah, no, that was another problem. It was like, no, he's like, one of their biggest fights was, what'd you think we were going to do? Just hang around playing Dungeons and Dragons all day? And he's like, yeah, I guess that, that was their big fight. And then next season, he joins a Dungeons and Dragons club.
Yeah.
What the fuck? That's actually so messed up.
Yeah.
And also, why was he again, I'm in the beginning of season 4, but why is he such a stranger to him when he goes to California? Like haven't been best friends since childhood. And I get growing apart from, childhood friends. I understand that completely. But not to the point that I see them in person and I'm like, "Oh, hey." Like awkward hug, awkward half hug. I'm like, "No. This has been your best friend since childhood. Give him a fucking hug. Give him a handshake. Give him something." Like go one of these, the bam.
Yeah, but do you think the hug is awkward because
Will's gay?
Because Will, this is like the season where it's clear his crush on Mike is at its highest.
I mean, maybe, but Mike doesn't know that yet. Mike's the most oblivious person on the planet.
Right, and there is comments. I mean, no, Mike knows. I think Mike knows.
Oh, what with the whole it's not my fault you don't like girls? That thing? Okay.
Mike knows.
Sure.
And then there was some people saying that maybe it was awkward because Mike does know that. Or maybe Mike was like, I don't think this is true, but it's because like Mike is also to try and suppress his feelings. No, I don't think I don't think that's gonna those two are gonna happen.
Never.
But maybe it's because Mike does know, and now it's been some time. So
he was like trying to maintain that distance,
right?
So that way Will wouldn't get the wrong idea,
right? I don't know.
I guess, but like
that makes sense to me.
I mean, I guess, but at the same time, like, this is also partially on Will as well because it's like,
I agree
because I'm like. Will, he's straight.
Well, Will just gave as much of an awkward hug interaction as Mike did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm just like, Will, why are you trying so hard to make this happen? You're doing a whole painting for him and like all this stuff.
All while he's living with Elle, who he's dating.
Yeah. And like, he's straight.
Yeah.
Is my thing at the end of the day. I'm like, you're not going to sway him like that.
He's trying to sway him.
I know he is, but I'm sorry, it just doesn't work like that.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
No.
Also, it shouldn't happen. I mean, Mike and Elle, like Mike has been in love with Elle since he laid eyes on her, since they found her.
Mm-hmm. Even though he doesn't write it in the letters.
Yeah,
that part always pissed me off
that
too.
was
I'm
weird.
like, why is he said it in season 3?
Yeah.
Why is this a problem for them? Like this should the writing for this made no sense. I'm like, he literally said it. I understand that he had problems saying it even in season 3, but it's long distance and I'm with Elle. You can't write love, and I'm like, why is that so hard to do as a boyfriend?
I mean, he kind of explains his reasoning at the end of the season.
Well, I haven't gotten there yet.
I know,
but
I do love that. I know we're jumping back and forth between seasons 3 and 4. But in season 4, when I do like that dinner scene when everyone's at the table, it's like there's so many different emotions going on because you have Elle who just beat the shit out of Angela and Mike who is
I wouldn't even say beat the shit. She just whacked her one time, but
she beat the shit out of her.
All right.
And you got Mike who's like taken back from all this and being lied to. And then you have Will who's upset at Elle, and then Murray and Joyce who are trying to come up with a plan and lie to the kids, and then you have Argyle and Jonathan just high as fuck.
Yeah. This risotto is smacking.
Smacking, dude. Is it the risotto? Oh no, man, this risotto is smacking.
Still don't know who he is.
Alaska, dude.
What's in Alaska? However, I did see somebody make a great point online about how hypocritical Mike is from season 1. So it's okay when Elle dislocates the shoulder of Mike's bully, but not okay when she...
No, she doesn't just dislocate his arm. She breaks his arm. She breaks his arm.
That I'd argue that's worse than a concussion.
Yeah. Angela's looked a lot scarier.
Okay, it looks scarier, but she was bleeding and she got a concussion.
Right.
Realistically, I think she'll be okay.
Right.
A broken arm is worse.
It can be.
And more painful.
Yeah, it can get infected.
Yeah. So, Mike was okay with that when she did it with her superpowers, but she stands up to her own bully who just fucking embarrassed her in front of everyone.
Yeah.
And now he has a problem.
Maybe the problem was more so that Elle lied about Angela being her friend.
No, he was upset about the fact that she physically hurt her.
Sure.
He was not okay with that.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of blood.
It was a lot of blood. Also, how did when Will was telling Mike about, how she's been having problems as she's getting pulled onto the skating rink, why was his first reaction to go to the DJ, not to go grab Elle and get her off the rink? That's my problem with that scene.
Maybe he doesn't know how to skate. No, he was skating earlier.
He was skating. He hadn't done it very much, but go take off your fucking skates real quick, slip them off, run out there and go get her and yank her off. Because nothing good is about to happen.
Yeah.
Nothing good. And they're doing that circle around her so they can't get out. Fucking shove somebody. Break the circle.
Well, we gotta have the scene happen. Maybe
that would have been the scene.
Maybe like if they're creating that circle and Mike did try, but he couldn't get to her on time, that'd be more believable. Yeah.
That is what happened later after the milkshake already got spilled.
No, I know. After the milkshake. I'm saying instead of going to the DJ, going to the dance floor and attempt to, but he can't get through that circle.
How can you not get through that circle? If you took your skates off and you were standing on 2 feet, you can push somebody over who's on skates.
I'm just brainstorming, man.
Well, I just think he went about that in like the dumbest way possible. Yeah, your best hope at saving Elle from embarrassment was going to a dickhead DJ and begging him to turn the music off.
You know who I forgot was in season 4?
Papa?
No.
Who?
A man with no face.
Oh, yeah.
Checking Hagar. Yeah, at first I was like, wait, I know him. Have you seen him yet? Yeah, you've had to have seen him.
I've seen him. I'm just like, I'm thinking if you said his name right from Game of Thrones.
A Man with No Face? Or Jaqen Hagar?
It's Jaqen Hagar, but then is it Man of No Face? Is it a man of many faces? A faceless man. That's it.
Faceless man. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Faceless man. Yeah, I totally forgot he was in season 4.
Mm-hmm.
And I just love like the way he talks.
I do too.
Yeah.
No, I like him as an actor.
It's like it's just
he plays a good mysterious character.
It just makes it so like interesting to listen to him talk.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's got something sneaky to say, or he's got something interesting to say.
Yeah.
You know? Like, oh shit, Game of Thrones up in this bitch. Do you think Nancy should end up with Steve or Jonathan at the end of season 5?
Neither.
But I was gonna say or neither. I agree. I think it should be neither.
Neither.
Because I don't think she knows what she wants between both of them. And I don't think Jonathan knows what he wants. I know what Steve wants.
Steve deserves better.
Right.
Jonathan doesn't know what he wants.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't know what she wants.
Mm-hmm.
She also... Yeah. Neither Nancy or Jonathan need a relationship. Mm-hmm. They're both figuring their own shit out.
Mm-hmm.
And then again...
Steve knows what he wants, but he deserves better.
Yes, he deserves better. So nobody.
I agree. I think Nancy should end up with nobody.
I think Robin should just
neither.
Become straight and then everything's happy.
Or bi.
Either or. No, I'm kidding. I was just talking about how Mike's not going to turn straight. That's not happening. Or Mike's not going to turn gay for Will.
No. No, I do agree that I don't think Nancy should end up with either of them. And honestly, like, I don't know. I'm not sure where Nancy. I'm not sure where Joyce and Hopper's relationship is going to go either, because we do have an 18-month time jump here. We see that they clearly have their kiss in season 4. They get together. They share their feelings, for each other.
They have sex in that, like,
they don't have
facility.
sex. They don't have sex.
Do they not?
But they kiss.
I could have sworn they did. That, where there's like all those boxes of shit.
No, they don't.
I can't remember.
They don't. So I wonder where that relationship will be with this 18-month time jump. Yeah. And I wonder what's going to happen with Max, Sadie Singh's character. I wonder. Because we haven't seen her at all in any of the trailers or promo or...
No, ever since she like had her limbs getting snapped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And was she's in a coma, hospitalized in a coma.
Yeah.
But clearly she's been doing all the press tours and everything.
She's coming back.
She's coming back, but to what degree and like in what what state will she be in?
I feel like she was blind too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She couldn't see.
I think physically she'll come back. She might still be blind though.
Interesting. Or can Elle heal that? Because you saw she was trying to figure out some healing powers, but I don't know.
I don't know, man.
I like Lucas a lot in season 4.
I think I'd like Lucas in general.
I do too.
Like, he's just a good, consistent character throughout every season.
Mm-hmm. But again, people don't talk about his character enough, I feel like.
Probably because he doesn't do enough, like, hero shit. Like, whenever it comes to, like, the big moments, I feel like it's, like, Dustin, Steve, Hopper.
Yeah, but then again, it was Lucas's idea to grab the fireworks in season 3.
True.
And he was throwing fireworks at that beast.
Yeah. For a while.
Yeah. It was Lucas who had to beat the shit out of Jason to save Max.
Spoilers, but okay.
You don't remember that? You've seen it.
It's been a while.
All right. Whatever. I mean, he does do heroic shit still. And I do think Lucas was very valid to be upset at Mike and Dustin to not come to his basketball game.
Oh, 100%.
100%.
Yeah. No, he should be mad at all of them.
And Mike and Dustin were acting like it was no big deal that it was a state championship game. Like, whatever, you ride the bench.
Yeah. No, they were like putting so much value on the D&D game.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? That's your like best friend, and then he goes on to have the game-winning shot.
Yeah.
And like, seriously?
And none of the people that he wanted there the most weren't there to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Max wasn't there, Dustin wasn't there, Mike wasn't there.
Yep. And they came out cheering from their D&D game with his little sister.
Yeah.
That's fucked.
Yeah.
I don't blame him at all for hopping in that car with Jason and them. Like, why the hell would he want to go talk to them after that?
Yeah. Like, sorry. Your friend wants to try something new and play sports and, get a little taste of being popular, I guess. What?
Get a little bit of the glory.
Yeah.
See what it tastes like.
Yeah. And I can kind of relate to that too, because like I played sports for sports. Like I love sports. I love the game of football. I played sports for sports.
Not for popularity.
But like in high school, did I want it to kind of boost up my popularity? Absolutely.
Did.
And it didn't until like junior or senior year.
But it did.
Right. Yeah. But it did.
Most thing I got most famous for was breaking my fucking leg.
Yeah, you get famous for different things. But
dude, I forgot. Nobody knew who I was till that happened.
That's crazy.
I mean, people knew me, and I was like friendly with people. I'd talk to people, but like no one cared. No one cared about me. I feel like until that happened.
Until you suffered.
Yeah. And then like, there's a quote in the paper from Micah Abraham, and I believe he said if he was all of our best friend in that moment. I was like, I like Micah, but I was like, okay.
I was like, y'all motherfuckers have not been my best friend.
Yeah. I feel like every DB and like every skill position couldn't have given a fuck about me.
Oh, it's funny.
Yeah.
For all you listening at home, like I wasn't Mr. Popular.
You're more popular than me.
Senior year, yeah, for sure. I was popular senior year, but like I was in band in middle school. I was.
So was I.
I'm just saying, yeah, but it's me we're talking about. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like I feel like you assume I was Mr. Popular because of that 1 year, my senior year, and like maybe people. Because
I knew you weren't Mr. Popular in your freshman and, sophomore year. I knew that.
Yeah.
Nobody really is. That doesn't really happen until
people
normally
are.
late. Not always.
Not always, but people are.
It happens, but I knew that wasn't you.
Mm-hmm.
You were a stoner loser in those years.
I wasn't a stoner. Dude. I was a stoner loser for 1 year. 1 year. All the other years, I was just... a quiet kid. But yeah, Lucas was totally valid for being pissed at them for that, for sure.
Of course.
Yeah,
and they were like, why should we go? You've been riding the bench all year. And I'd be like, man, fuck you.
That's not the point, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a question for you. So I don't know if I want to ask you though, because you haven't made your way through season 4. It's about Vecna. And like who controls who in the Upside Down.
Oh, what? Is it like the world controlling him or he controls?
Is it Vecna controlling the Mind Flayer or the Mind Flayer controlling Vecna?
Are they two different entities?
They are.
I can't quite remember.
They are. And in season 4, we clearly see like Vecna manipulate the Mind Flayer into what he wants it to be. But then there's a play. There's a Vecna play, a Broadway play, to where people are saying that the Mind Flayer controls Vecna, and I'd assume this is maybe a question that gets answered more in season 5.
Mm-hmm.
But from what I've seen in season 4, it seems like Vecna is what's in control.
I would say Vecna's in control.
Would it be more interesting if the Mind Flayer was in control, or do you want Vecna to be the one in control as our main antagonist?
I I don't want I don't want it to be Mind Flayer in control. Because if it is, again, this is like some redeemable villain or some shit. Like, help me, I'm under his control. No, you're the bad guy. And honestly, he proved that. He was the bad guy before he even got those powers of the upside down. So like he clearly isn't a good person.
Yeah. And
period.
I've seen that.
Keep it that way.
I've seen that question coming around too with season 5 coming out is Vecna, is that character Henry Creel gonna have like a redemption arc? And I'm like, I don't want him to.
No.
I don't want him to. Not everyone needs a redemption arc.
Nope.
And yeah, it clearly with those flashbacks from what we were seeing, his origin story that he was spilling out to L, he always wanted to be
he always felt different.
Yeah.
He never felt like he belonged.
And he had no problem killing his family.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So
yeah. Keep Vecna as the main guy.
Keep him evil.
Yeah. Like make everything else has been like they're doing Vecna's bidding.
Another interesting question here. Something interesting that people have been picking up on is, did 11 open the door to Will's house that night? Because Vecna had a line in season 4 where he said to her, all I needed from you was you to open the door. Now, does that mean like Will's door or the gateway?
That's the gate.
That's the gate. But it is confirmed that like a Demogorgon does not have telepathy powers.
Yeah.
Telepathic powers.
Yes.
So who opened the door that night? And they have confirmed that it wasn't. It's more implied
that Vecna was the one who did that.
But that was Vecna, or that was a Demogorgon in the road.
It was. But we've seen Vecna be able to control things from the other side. He's literally levitating people in the fucking air while he's still in the upside down.
That's a good point. Yeah. Okay. It's a fair point.
Yeah, exactly. Use your brain, kid.
Okay, but then like 11 seems to know exactly where Will is immediately. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, wait, what do you mean?
When they bring up that Will is missing, like she knows where he is. She knows he's in the upside down immediately. How?
Because, I mean, she can find people, and maybe she was just like, maybe she was doing one of her exercises in the upside down, and she saw him there. But all I got,
okay,
as far as like the important stuff.
Yeah.
But, you know, obviously before we get more into season 4, or before I get more into season 4, and I don't want you to keep talking about it because I don't want you to keep talking about shit before I get there.
I'll shut up.
Yeah.
No, season 4 is good. Obviously can't wait for season 5. The time we're recording this, it does come out tomorrow night. We do want to order some pizza with pepperoni, pineapple, jalapenos. Isn't that the pizza they make? Right? It's pepperoni, pineapple, jalapenos. I feel like he adds something else.
It's either pepperoni, pineapple, or bacon. It's either bacon, pineapple, jalapeno, or pepperoni, pineapple, jalapeno.
Yeah.
I want to say it's bacon.
I want to say it's pepperoni.
I want to say it's bacon.
I want to say it's pepperoni because the pizza, the Surfer Boy pizza that they came out with when that season came out was pepperoni.
I swear it was bacon, but I could be wrong.
I'll have to go back and check it out.
Also, I feel like bacon's more, I feel like that's more a California thing. I don't know why.
Really?
I don't know, man. I could be talking on my ass.
Maybe.
But.
All right. Last question before we head out. Does pineapple belong on pizza?
Yes.
The answer is yes. If you disagree, you're wrong.
Sweet, spicy, and savory.
It's
a perfect combination.
Don't do this. Don't do ham and pineapple because those are too sweet. Ham is like a sweet pork. I mean, the way you prepare it. Yeah. Definitely depends on the way you prepare it. Can ham be savory? Sure. But I feel like ham is usually more sweet.
It's like a honey.
It's like a honey ham.
Yeah.
So then
honey glazed ham.
You got a sweet pizza going on for you. Get a pizza with pepperoni, jalapeno, and pineapple, and that is so gas.
Or even bacon if you want to do that.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's so good. Pineapple 100% belongs on pizza. I prefer it, honestly.
And for those of you who disagree, you either haven't tried it or you just have bad taste buds.
Yeah. Yeah, expand your taste buds.
Yeah, man.
Jeez.
I hate olives, but I'll still try an olive like once a year.
Olives are good.
Fucking hate olives.
Olives are good, man.
But I'll still try them once a year just to like, see if my taste buds have changed. Because I used to hate mustard. Could not stand mustard as a kid, but now
God, I
have no problem putting that on my sandwich. I like mustard or a hot dog or whatever.
I forgot about that.
I hated mustard.
You did.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah, olives are good. And pineapple on pizza is good.
Olives are gross, bro. They're so gross.
So salty.
I don't understand how people drink dirty martinis. That is the most disgusting thing.
The crazy thing is I do not like dirty martinis, but I love eating olives. I don't get it.
They're so gross.
They are gross. But I don't get why I wouldn't like it if I enjoy eating olives.
And then people come into the restaurant, they're like, make it extra dirty. I'm like,
oh shit. All right, well that's gonna do it for this episode. You know what? Let me throw out. I know we said we're supposed to do recommendation each week. I'm gonna throw out a recommendation real quick. Let me go on my letterbox, see what I got cooking up. You know what? Here's my recommendation. Go check out Don't Trip on Tubi, the movie where I have a producer's credit, which is pretty fucking cool.
mm-hmm.
I did end up watching it. Again, it's an indie film. Like, don't expect goddamn Get Out or something, something great, but it was decent. It wasn't my favorite.
I mean, wasn't Get Out an indie film?
Yeah, but the budget was like $4.5 million.
Yeah. I know, but I'm just saying.
I know the range of what defines an indie film is so large.
It is.
Like an indie film can be up to like $10 million.
Yeah,
it's crazy. Go watch Don't Trip on Tubi. All right, go support that indie film. What's your recommendation?
Death Proof.
Okay,
go watch Death Proof.
Okay, Tarantino.
Yep. His least watched film and probably the most underrated.
That and Hateful Eight, I'd say.
It's Death
I'd
Proof.
say it's more underrated. Death Proof is more underrated because it gets a lot more hate.
Not as many people have seen Death Proof. I guarantee you.
For sure. All right. That's going to do it for this episode. Hope everyone has a great Thanksgiving. If this is coming out after Thanksgiving, hope you had a great Thanksgiving. And we'll be seeing you for the holidays. So take care.
See you guys.